Guys, if you can hear this, I still am not having it show up on my end. I'm in chat with the people who have this wonderful software that I pay money for that they can never seem to get to work, to see if I can figure out how to fix it. So if you can hear and see me right now, I cannot hear and see you. So I'm trying to find a workaround. Oh, ho, ho. Now, finally we have loaded. Hot diggity. Oh, boy. All right. Thanks, guys, for your patience. As you have probably gathered by now, my wonderful, wonderful broadcast software that I pay them all kinds of money for, tonight just started giving me some weird error message and said, that they had a programming bug. So I went into their chat and they gave me some kind of workaround, which now finally seems to actually be working around. So, sorry guys, I start on time when there's not some strange technical stuff going on. I think I need new broadcast software though, right? Don't you? I mean, what is this, like the third or fourth time this year? I don't like these guys, but anyway, let's get rolling so we can find some fun stuff tonight, and we're gonna hopefully make up for our little late start here. Okay. We're going to run through this real quickly. Feedback, completely automated on eBay. So what that means to you is anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. I hope my little delay tonight doesn't cause you to want to leave negative feedback. I really did try to start on time, I promise. And secondly, thanks to everyone for joining, bidding, breaking, chatting with me, and for your patience while I have been with the online chat support people over there at XSplit, sharing my displeasure, shall we say. All right, next up, you'll take you can see there on the screen, we're going to take a quick look at the stuff that's coming up in the days ahead. We're just going to hit the highlights. There's always going to be lots of memorabilia, 1 and 2 box breaks in there. And the interesting things it's all interesting, but the bigger things are what we'll highlight right now. So tomorrow night, of course, we're going to do a few boxes of Optic First Off the Line basketball. On Sunday, our case break will be a half case of Series 2, 2018 Top Series 2 baseball. Our Monday case break will be Luminance football, and that is the last of the Luminance football. Our Tuesday case break is the last of the Finest baseball, and our Wednesday case break, once again, will be Series 2 Jumbo. So that's what we're looking at there. For tonight, here's the order we're going in. 2014 Black Gold, 2013 Playbook, 2018 TriStar Game Day Greats, 2018 Gold Rush Full-Size Autograph Football Helmet. Then, Topps Finest Baseball. So if you're here for Finest Baseball, I'm going to say you've probably got maybe 20 minutes, something like that, give or take 5 or 6 minutes before we'll be starting Finest. Maybe we should say 25 minutes, give or take 5 minutes. The other thing to note on this page, if you are in one of the first 4 breaks, those are completely free shipping breaks. Anytime you do a break with me that is entirely free shipping, it's usually going to get out the door 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. The other thing to know about those first 4 breaks, if your team is not pulled in that break, if you get skunked, you pull absolutely nothing at all, not a single card or item, you are still entitled to a consolation used trading card. It can be from any year in any series. I track that for a rolling 90-day period. Normally what happens is the next time you do have a package shipping with an item or cards in it, I will send all of those outstanding cards that you are due for past times, past breaks where you didn't hit anything. If you want that sent by itself, it would just come in a plain white envelope with a stamp. We can work it out. Shoot me a message over and let me know. Paid shipping break tonight, of course, is Finest. I'm guessing we're going to get that out the door on Tuesday. If I can get it out to you faster than that, I absolutely will. So next, we're going to take a look at the break itself. I'm going to look at the chat because I see a bunch of it in here. So Ryan and Rick, they say they can see and hear me. Mark and Benny, you guys are good to go. And Matt is here. Okay, good. And Gina's here. All right, awesome. So everybody can finally see and hear me now, and good grief, yeah. I don't know. This broadcast software, they do updates on it, and it seems like every time they do an update or Windows does a major update, they somehow kill this broadcast software. Was it a couple weeks ago they disabled my webcam? I mean, with an update. Like, what? You know, you're a whatever. Anyway, 2014 Panini Black Gold Football. This is break number 9. And of course, it all ended tonight, Friday night, the 15th of June. Feels like Friday the 13th, but it's really Friday the 15th. And of course, the format that many of you are familiar with by now, where we have our team names on one side and the eBay user ID for our winning bidder on the opposite side. And I just somehow managed to take us to a black screen there momentarily. My bad. Sorry. All right. I'm going to change the focus. That means you're going to see the background go out of focus, but we should still be able to see all of our cards without any issues. And again, I'm really hoping that whatever hits we pull tonight are going to be caliente. I'm going to get some fire out of here tonight and make up for the fact that we started a little late. Thanks to technology just doesn't get along with me, does it? Right? I mean, like, I don't know why I seem to have all these weird things happening. And that's what the lady said in chat. Or a guy. I don't know why I said it was a lady. I guess it was probably a guy. But anyway, the person in chat is like, oh, well, that's an isolated incident. How strange that you got that message. Oh, yeah, well, thanks. That helps me. Helps me to know that I have the only one with the problem. But anyway, my friend would call that a gremlin attack. I have a good friend of mine who, whenever she has a bunch of stuff that kind of goes weird and wonky on her, she says she's under a gremlin attack. I think that's what's happening around here. Okay, first up we have Zach Mettenberger. That is not maybe how we want it to start, but that is numbered to 199 for the Tennessee Titans. Next up, we have a nice little versus here, and that is numbered to 25. Of course, we've got the Bills on one side, the Titans on the opposite side, so you know what that means. We'll be visiting random.org to distribute that card, unless the same person happens to own both those teams. Giovanni Bernard coming out next, numbered to 49 for the Bengals. Nice little Giovanni Bernard hit there. Do definitely have some chipping. Both of the, well, actually all 4 of the corners. You can see a little wear and chipping there along the edges. Sadly, pretty common in all of our years of black football. Or black gold, I should say. They have a tendency to do that. Devontae Adams to 199, Green Bay Packers. Larry Fitzgerald to 99, Arizona Cardinals. One of our giant team symbols, and there is Johnny Manziel, numbered to 149, with the NFL team shield. Definitely lots of wear and chipping and things around, not going to fit in that sleeve, around all 4 of those corners. A Richard Sherman team symbol to 149, same deal, corners imperfect on that as well. Eric Ebron, nice little hit for the Lions, numbered to 25. And once again, corners even down a little bit down the edge over here. So corners and edges on the back of that one as well. Not quite perfect. Motherlode, A.J. McCarron to 299. Materials hit for the Bengals. But now we've got this fine fellow here to deal with. So here's what will happen. We're going to go look at the spreadsheet, Texans and Titans, okay? Did I say Bills while ago? I probably did, but it's Texans and Titans. And if the same person owns both teams, hey, we don't have anything to worry about. If we have 2 different team owners, then you know what that means. We're going to have to use random.org to figure that one out. So we have, I'm just going to call you 87 because I'm sure I'm going to pronounce the first part of your username wrong. So I'm going to call you 87. Who has the Texans, our Titans, Michael down here. So that means we are, in fact, going to have to roll over to random.org. And here's how this is going to fly. I'm going to type it in. I usually go left to right. Well, not usually. It's always left to right or top to bottom. So the way this card was oriented, that means it's going to go in as Texans first and Titans second. And once I have everybody typed in here, I will hit random. Well, I spelled that wrong, but you know what I'm saying. We're going to hit random 3 different times. First 2 do not count. Third and final random tells us where the card goes. So ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Here comes the third and final. And it is for the Texans, which I spelled Texna. So yay. Yay me. I'm all out of sorts, right? They get my stuff messed up. I can't start on time. Gets me all out of sorts. Anyway, this card was awarded to the Texans by way of random.org. And that is this Versus Relic numbered to 25. Then we have the team symbol for Richard Sherman and the Seahawks to 149. The Johnny Football to 149 with the NFL team shield symbol for the Browns. A.J. McCarron for the Bengals. Once again, all these corners and edges, particularly on the back, are showing some chipping and some signs of wear. And then a Giovanni Bernard for the Bengals. It was Eric Ebron we saw a second ago there for the Lions. So 2014 Black Gold is all finished up, and we are going to be rolling into some 2013 Playbook Football. Haven't opened some of this in a while, right? I've not gotten around to it. I'm trying to get it worked back into the rotation for everybody. If you didn't happen to catch this a moment ago, there is the information about your shipping date or your expected shipping date. Sometimes I can get it out a little earlier, but kind of plan on that date. Be happily surprised if it gets out earlier. And of course, if you don't know it already, please read the information there about consolation cards and how that works if you are not pulled in this break. So this is going to be 2 boxes of 2013 Panini Playbook Football. It is break number 20. It ended tonight, the 15th of June, Friday night on eBay. And of course, same format. Teams on one side, your name and lights there, or your eBay user ID name and lights, I should say, across from your team if you're in this break. And we still have a bunch more, pretty good amount more, I think, of 2013 Playbook around here that we'll be trying to get back in the rotation. For a while we were doing these as 1-box breaks, and I don't know, I got tired of doing some of this stuff as 1-box breaks. So some of it we're going to do as 2, some things we'll still do as 1, like our black gold that we just did, but other things we're going to start working through in differing quantities, 2, 3, whatever. Because I've got a lot of the older stuff hanging around, and I need to kind of get some of that. We need to work through some of that so I can get us some different things to break. Besides, obviously, we get the new stuff all the time, so there's always that, but I mean some new older stuff. Does that make sense? So maybe some different older stuff. I think that's probably the right way to say it. Some different older stuff. But I got quite a bit to break through of all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna get busy with that. Gina, that is all the optic that I have. We broke most of that optic right when it came out. For some reason, I don't know why I didn't break the first off the line optic right then at that time. I really don't know. I guess probably because it was a strange quantity or something, and I probably just set it aside and thought, oh, I'll do something with that later. Because I also have some first off the line select basketball still hanging around, also in a strange quantity. And I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I may just sell those boxes, or I may open some of them, sell some of them. I don't know. I may do a break with them. I haven't quite decided yet what I'm going to do with that one. But Yeah, there's a lot of odds and ends, both basketball and football. There's even some baseball odds and ends. So all that stuff over the course, hopefully between now and maybe the end of July, I'm hoping to have worked through most, if not all of that. A little bit of chipping down there, bottom left, maybe a little bit upper on the same side. And it is numbered to 49 for the Chargers, a little rookie Teo. And I see we have a redemption coming up. You guys know the story with these redemptions. Mike Glennon. So that'll be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. We will go to the checklist and verify that. We'll also find out what it should be numbered to. You notice it is expired on there, but you do still want to redeem it, okay? Tyler Wilson for the Raiders. That is numbered to 10 because, yeah, that's a pretty awesome patch over there on the right-hand side. That's why that's numbered to 10. So Tyler Wilson and the Raiders with our first booklet. Gavin Escobar for the Dallas Cowboys to 271. You've got a relic and a signature on that one. Also a nice patch. Booklet number 3, Dion Jordan for the Dolphins, numbered to 49. And once again, autograph and a patch. And here we have Christian Michael for the Seahawks, Mammoth Materials, numbered to 99. That is followed up by a hit for the Titans, numbered to 99. Boy, I'm just going to stick with Wilson, okay? I know it's a hyphenated last name. You know I'm going to butcher it. We're just going to stick with Wilson, be on the safe side. Once again, some, kind of imperfect corners and edges there. And then Denard Robinson for the Jags is our fourth booklet. Once again, very nice patches and signature on that, numbered to 37. So all 4 of our booklets tonight were excellent. But we've got a redemption to deal with. So here's the thing about that. Of course, you can see that it is expired. I will tell you, always go redeem those at Panini anyway, because sometimes they still have those cards. When they do, on the older stuff that's expired like that, typically you're going to see it within 2 months if they still have it. So if you've entered it in, 2 months have gone by and you have not seen it, then that's a pretty good indication that they don't still have it. But they will work with you. They'll work with you, send you a substitute and stuff like that, but you have to find a live person first, and that's kind of the problem. Signature silver is what I'm looking for. Rookie, booklet, signature, silver. There we go. Card number 228. Where are you, Mike Glennon? 228. Come on. Numbered to 199. It is for the Bucks, just as we expected there. So yeah, finding the live person, that's the hard part. I would always tell you to use social media, okay? Go to Facebook, Twitter, wherever, however you can track somebody down. And if you find a live person, they'll work it out and sub for you if they don't still have it. So Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mike Glennon, rookie booklet signature silver to 199, which really means we would have gotten 5 booklets out of 2 boxes had that been live. That's pretty cool. Titans to 99. The Seahawks to 99. The Chargers to 49. And then our booklets, Denard Robinson and the Jags to 37. Dion Jordan and the Dolphins to 49. Escobar to 271 for the Cowboys. And Tyler Wilson to 10 for the Raiders. So those are our 2 boxes of 2013 Playbook. Now it's time for some memorabilia breaks. Let's see if I can't get our spreadsheet up and rolling and bust into an autographed jersey coming up next. So once again, if you happened to miss this earlier, you jumped in late, I don't know, you fell asleep, you took a nap, whatever the case may be, hey, look up here for a second. Check this out. It's your projected shipping date and information about consolation cards if your team is not pulled in this break. 1 box of 2018 TriStar Game Day Greats Autograph Football Jersey, break number 13. And like everything else we're opening tonight, it ended tonight, Friday night, June the 15th. And what you see here is a list of our teams, and across from each of those teams is an eBay bidder user ID for the person that won that spot tonight. Rick, you found somebody on Facebook that's helping you with your redemptions. Ooh, do you want to share with the class? Because you know what? I used to have somebody who was really good about helping with those. And I made the mistake of, well, at one point in time, I kind of, I guess, just told everybody and their monkey where to go. I say monkey because I have a kitty named Monkey. So anyway, everybody and their brother, I guess, is the more common saying about it. And then he started getting overwhelmed with people, and then he wouldn't, then he started shoving us off to other places. But anyway, hey, if you want to share that info, that'd be awesome, Rick. Our jersey tonight is a nice one. It is Demaryius Thomas. Right on, Broncos. There's the back of it. You've got your JSA authentication card right here, a JSA authentication sticker at the bottom, and there's your pretty little signature. If I can get that at a better angle for you. So Demaryius Thomas, and the Broncos are taking home our jersey tonight. So very nice hit if you're a Denver Broncos fan, or if you, well, maybe even if you're not a fan, if you just have the Broncos in the break, you're happy. Because sometimes I find people buy those spots even when they're not a fan, right? Okay, we are now going to roll into the full-size helmet. I know somebody asked about that a moment ago. One of you were kind enough to answer the question for me while I was breaking, so thank you for that. So yes, this is the 2018 Gold Rush full-size football helmet. By now, I'm guessing everybody has seen that information, but just in case, I put it up before every break. And you know what? After the break, I guarantee you I will have at least one person that will send me a message and ask me when their item's going to ship, and I'll have at least one more that will ask me what happens when they didn't pull something in the break. I guarantee you every single time. This is 2018 Gold Rush full-size autograph football helmet. It is break number 15. We don't have a whole lot of these left, maybe another 3 or 4 beyond this one. And of course it also ended tonight, Friday night the 15th. 1 point of difference here, actually 2. There was an unsold team, that is the Jets. They are designated as no bids buyback. So if it happened to come out for that team, well, it would hang out here with me. The other thing is we have a couple of multi-signed helmets in this particular series. If you look at the pictures that are posted with the auction, you'll see the ones I'm talking about. There's a College Greats and there's a Heisman Trophy winner. And each of those have so many signatures on it that I think it would be really hard to try and figure out where and how and who all those people played for. So they each have their own bidding spots. So if we pull the College Greats multi-signed or we pull the Heisman Trophy winner multi-signed, it would go to that bidding spot. So that's the deal. This is a box within a box. So first box out of the way, second box, hopefully it's going to have a sticker in it and tell me who it is, and it does, and it is for the Packers, and it's on a collegiate helmet, but the signature is Paul Hornung, which, you want to know something kind of like freaky and crazy? We opened a mini helmet last night, and it was Paul Hornung. But it was on a Green Bay Packers helmet instead of the Notre Dame helmet. But so the mini helmet last night, Paul Hornung, and then the full-size helmet tonight, same as. That's super unusual. JSA authentication card and a JSA authentication sticker there on the back. And of course, again, your helmet is a collegiate one for Notre Dame Fighting Irish. But the signature, Paul Hornung, he's a Packer. So that one is headed to Green Bay. Oh, Matt, you wanted Tom Brady. You know what? I'd love to pull a Tom Brady autographed helmet for you guys. That would make me happy. And I'm a Steelers fan, right? But that would still make me happy because I like to pull hits that are worth some money, so you guys make a little return on your investment. Finest Baseball is going to be coming up next. Let's get our spreadsheet put up for that and see how we end up here. So Finest, again, remember, is a paid shipping break. So that one's going to get out the door a little faster. I'm projecting Tuesday. If I can get it out sooner than that, I will. You should see a shipping notice the day it goes out for the most part, okay? Sometimes, if I can work ahead over the weekends, I might print labels, you know, Saturday night, Sunday, whatever, and they would all go out Monday. But most of the time, it's going to go out the day that you see the shipping notice unless it's over a weekend. If it's over a weekend, you know, might print the label to get ahead of the game, but ship it on Monday. 8 boxes of 2018 Topps Finest Baseball. This is a full case break. It's break number 5. It's our next to last case of Finest. And it also ended tonight on eBay the 15th of June. And yeah, we're getting ready to get rolling with it here. Same format. Your name's going to be across from your team. And we have one unsold team here as well. It's the Tampa Bay Rays. So any cards that come out for Tampa Bay, well, I guess they'll be joining my card mountain, which my card mountain is really, really high these days. It's like card Mount Everest. Pretty soon I'm going to need a Sherpa to like navigate my own house, right? I've got so much, there is so much stuff in here. Yeah, it is crazy. Gonna need mountain climbing gear to get from one floor to the other. Paul, you are asking me, yeah, we are breaking Topps Finest right now. As a matter of fact, I just now saw your message. I think I was probably either on the spreadsheet page or I was opening up the case. I didn't catch your chat until just now, but indeed, we are at the main event tonight. I always call the cases the main events. I guess it kind of depends on what you're here for. If you're here for one of the others, then that is your main event, but the last break of the night, I should say, and it's Finest. So each of our master boxes has 2 mini boxes, as you see. Each of our mini boxes is going to have an autograph card in it. We'll also find a variety of inserts, some of which will be numbered, some of which will not. Some of them will refract, some of them won't. We'll kind of hit the highlights of that stuff as we go along. And I've gotten to where most of the time I'll put a few things in sleeves as we go, but I'm not necessarily going to put everything in there because, well, I don't know, it takes longer, and people kind of have said in the past, we don't care if it's in a sleeve. I still put it in a sleeve, but I just wait and do it after the break on some of the stuff. So some of the refractors, when they're rookies, you'll normally see me put them in a sleeve. When they're veterans and things like that, you'll probably notice that I don't, but I will do it before it goes out the door to you. That's usually the way it's going to work. There's a nice little Ryan Braun refractor for the Brewers. Cornerstones, Mazzara, and we'll find quite a few cornerstones. Those typically do not refract. Here's our first color of the evening, and it is Garcia, numbered to 150 in the blue parallel for the White Sox. Oh, Rick, you've got some, you've got the guy's info. Cool. I wonder that, you know, I had somebody that I sent a message to, not that, oh, I don't know, it's probably been 6 months ago now, and I never heard back from them. So maybe if you found somebody who actually reads their email there, that is going to be awesome. That's going to be super awesome. Cornerstones, Freddie Freeman. Our first autograph hit is coming out for the St. Louis Cardinals, and it is Harrison Bader on one of our inserts. This is a Finest First Moments insert, which we'll find some of these for our rookies a little different than their base cards. Of course, Setting Red, that is another insert series we'll find throughout. That is a new insert, new to this year. And of course, our last case, we pulled out a handsome Shohei autographed rookie card. So maybe we're going to get lucky and get another one of those tonight too. Gina, you asked me, do I sell individual cards online? You know, right now I don't. I keep saying I'm going to get a website up and running and do a bunch of different things, including putting up a lot of these cards that are hanging around here and memorabilia that's hanging around here and that sort of thing. Might even run some breaks through the website, but good grief, I just don't have time to do it, honestly. Cornerstone's Noah Syndergaard. I mean, one of these days I would like to get it done, but I don't know when it's going to be. Alex Verdugo, that is Finest First Moment insert. Those, for the most part, do not refract, but we'll find them throughout. Numbered to 250 in the purple parallel, you have Yuli Gurriel for the Astros. Ironhead, we have, this is only our first box, so we have only seen so far just the one autograph, and it was for the Cardinals. And there's a Shohei base rookie, just a regular base rookie. Dustin Fowler rookie refractor for the A's. Cornerstones again, and here is our second autograph. This entire box was Cardinals, wasn't it? So we had Harrison Bader out as our first autograph. Now we have Jack here coming out as our second. So Cardinals kind of cleaned up on box number 1 tonight. Another rookie refractor, and this is Rosario for the Mets. And that has box number 1 closed out. Rolling into the second one. My little kitty monkey, the one I was talking about a minute ago, he just came running up here. I think he's wanting to get, he's gotten really big now. Of course, he was real little when we found him outside. He was like sick and undernourished, and he was, in fact, he looked like he was about half of his age. That's how, like, in poor shape he was. But now he's pretty good size. He's probably close to full grown, and he likes to come up here and try to get in the boxes. And I'm like, the box that Finest came out of, you guys saw that case was like, so, you know, the box was small that these were in, but he likes to think that he's still small enough to fit in there. But guess what? He's not. So he's over there trying to, like, put half of his body in that box. He's an interesting little dude. But what are you going to do? You can't leave them outside when you find them out there all abandoned and starving and sick. You got to do something with them, so there you go. Rookie refractor for the Baltimore Orioles with Chance Sisco. I'm always partial to catchers. I've always been kind of partial to catchers for no real discernible reason. I just kind of am. So I always like to see our little rookie catchers. Here's a nice Rosario blue parallel to 150 for the Mets. And we're going to follow that up with an Alex Verdugo Finest First Moments 250 gold parallel. Like that color too. But we need to find some orange, don't we? Andahar. Yankees having some exciting good rookies again this year. course, Juan Soto, right? I mean, we talked about Juan Soto when he first came up and that it looked like he was going to be pretty good, but he really, you know, had gotten the call ahead of Victor because Victor was injured. Daggone. Yeah, Juan Soto has been crazy good, hasn't he? Talking about the Nationals now, but I don't know. Just thinking about rookies. Dustin Fowler to 99, green parallel for the Oakland A's. So, yeah, I think Juan Soto may be our next big chase, right? I mean, Shohei, of course, out with the on the DL with the strained UCL. So, we don't have him to watch, but Torres and Andujar have been good for the Yankees, and Juan Soto's been great. Of course, we still got our little baby Braves, too, so we got a lot of good rookies this year, I guess, when you really stop to think about it. And, oh, my goodness, did you guys see that Miguel Sano got, okay, he got demoted, but not just to AAA. They demoted him down to high A. He is in high single A. Can you even believe that? Ryan McMahon or McMahon or Mac whatever for the Colorado Rockies. I got way twisted up on his name because I always said it one way, and I knew it was wrong, but I could never remember the right way. And then someone sent it to me spelled out phonetically, and then I got confused between the phonetic way and the way that it was saying it, and now I can't say it either way. So, yeah, anyway. Shohei in a refractor. That is, I think, the first Shohei refractor that I have pulled in however many cases we've opened. This is the 5th case. Because even the autograph Shohei that we pulled out of the last case was not a refractor, believe it or not. And there's a Shohei Finest First Moments. So I think the refractors for him may be a little harder to come by, Clayton Kershaw, at least in my experience. But yeah, so Miguel Sano, last year, right? He's in the All-Star game. He's in the Home Run Derby. Guy looks like, I mean, he's playing wonderfully. Now, busted back down to high single A. I just cannot imagine why they sent him all the way back down there. Unless there's some specific coach or something that they wanted him to work with. But, I mean, usually when they get demoted, it's just back to AAA. That's just got to be awful if you're Sano, right? Because he's been called up for a long time. Oh, that's just terrible. But hopefully he'll get it turned around and come back up before too long. But I don't know. Maybe it's not as much of a stigma for those guys as it seems like it would be. Maybe they don't care as much. I mean, I'm sure they care about getting sent back down, but I mean the high A versus double A versus AAA thing. Maybe down is down for them. I don't know. Domingo Santana, refractor for the Brewers. Marcus Stroman, numbered to 150, blue parallel for the Blue Jays. I see one of our case hits coming out as a Finest Careers die cut, Cal Ripken and the Orioles. There are 10 different designs in total for those Finest Career Cal Ripkens. We should find 2 in this case. There is Albert for the Angels on a refractor. Cornerstone's Justin Bauer. Case hit Finest Hour. And it's Bo Jackson. Oh, that's cool. Bo Jackson for the Kansas City Royals, who probably sold for like $5 tonight or something. They sold really, really low. And look what you got for it. Nice return on investment. That's why we like to break. Sometimes you can spend a little and get something very nice. I think Bo Jackson is a very nice hit for the Kansas City Royals. Yes, Matt, this is 2018 Topps Finest Baseball that we are opening right now. We're in the midst of a case break. We're not quite at the halfway point yet. We have opened, what, 3? This is the end of the 3rd box. Yeah, 5 left. You did miss some Cardinals, Matt. The first box was all Cardinals. There's an Ozzie Finest Moments rookie. A nice little Mike Trout purple parallel to 250. And an Austin Hayes rookie refractor for the Orioles. Yeah, I do recap all that stuff. So if you hang around until the end, Matt, you'll get a chance to take another look at them at the end of the break. Sean Newcomb for the Braves is our autograph out of that one. Oh, where did I stack that? I think I was trying to keep some of these inserts separately because every once in a while somebody will ask me an insert question, and if I've stacked them all together, I don't know the answer, so I kind of try to keep them separate. There's another Shohei, just base rookie. An Aaron Judge refractor for the Yankees. Cornerstone Arenado. And that is the end of box number 3. So, of course, we've got Series 2 that we're also breaking this weekend and that we'll be breaking throughout next week. And about the time we should finish up with the Series 2 that I have on hand, probably about 25th, 26th, somewhere in there. And then on the 27th, as it stands right now, Topps has scheduled for the 27th Inception, which should have been out 2 months ago. But I'm sure everybody remembers they pushed the date on that. So as of right now, my people are telling me that Inception and Stadium Club both are due to come out on the 27th, and then Museum Collection would come out 2 days later on Friday the 29th. I keep thinking that some of that stuff is going to move, that they're not really going to release all 3 of those products, 2 on Wednesday and 1 on Friday, but they might. So, I don't know. I don't know exactly what we're going to have coming up after Series 2. We're going to have some of that, maybe all of it. I don't know. But Topps, well, Topps and Panini both, they move their stuff around a lot. For the Miami Marlins, we have a rookie refractor autograph, Brian Anderson. I did not order a lot of Museum Collection. And really, I don't know why, except I just usually don't order a whole lot of it. I mean, there's not really a specific reason. It is a little pricey, but I mean, I order lots of other things that are pricey as well. But for some reason, I only ordered a few cases of Museum Collection this year. But we got a decent amount of Inception coming. Not as much as I had requested. I think I had asked for about 12 cases. They didn't give me 12. They maybe gave me, I don't know, 8, 9, something like that. Numbered to 250, purple parallel for the Phillies. Here's our second case hit, Finest Careers die cut Cal Ripken for the Orioles. So that's the last one of those we should find, because they are 2 per case. I didn't order a whole lot of Stadium Club either. That's another one I usually don't order a lot of, just because it's not, I don't know. I mean, I like it. I like the photography and everything on it, but it usually comes really close on the heels of Series 2, and it seems like I'm always looking at it thinking, man, I just broke all that Series 2 with all those base cards. I don't want to break a ton of something else with a ton of base cards. So I never seem to order as much Stadium Club. And then inevitably I'll break it and think, oh, I should have ordered some more of that. For the Cubs, Wilson Contreras /99. Green parallel, Cubbies. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees with a refractor. Bryce Harper cornerstones. Oh, Yankees. Oh, nice. Nice little Andahar coming out for you. That's a good hit for the Yanks. Matt Olson refractor for the A's. And that was our halfway point. So we have 4 boxes opened up. We have 4 boxes left to go. Does anybody know how my Reds game turned out? What was the final score? It was 3-2 the last I saw, but I don't know how it ended up. My poor little wayward Cincinnati Reds. I haven't been up there in a while. I need to go up there and watch a game live sometime soon. I have been too long since I've been there. Well, the Marlins are having a nice night. We have a second Anderson. This in the blue parallel to 150. That's another team tonight that went really, really low. So they have definitely gotten their money's worth as well. There's a gold parallel to 50 for the Braves with Freddie Freeman. Still no orange. No orange has appeared yet tonight. Bryce Harper refractor for the Nats. And Sims here tried to jump off the pile. I think he's all right. He looks to be... Yeah, he looks to be fine, but he did try to escape. I went Evan Longoria. Of course, he got his hand broken. Andrew McCutchen refractor for the Giants. Giants just cannot catch a break, right? I mean, they had Madison got his hand broken in spring training, and then you have hit by pitch and managed to get his hand broken this week. So, I mean, what's with all the Giants getting their hands broken? Fishman, the Black Gold broke a while ago. That was our very first break tonight. This is actually our last break of the night. So we've already opened the 2014 Black Gold and the 2013 Playbook. The autographed jersey, the autographed helmet, all that already opened. This is the 2018 Finest Baseball. Ahmed Rosario Finest First Moments insert. A little Cody Bellinger, purple to 250 for the Dodgers. Another Cornerstones. And my Cincinnati Reds get a hit. Yay, Tyler Mahle for the Reds. Oh, I see you guys are jumping in there to answer too. Thank you, Matt, for helping out with that. Jose Altuve refractor for the Astros. I think you guys probably see the chat on your side faster than I see it on my side. There's Chris Archer refractor for the Tampa Bay Rays. There's a bit of a delay. It has to do with how the latency is set. And I could adjust the latency so that the chat came up closer to real time. But I think if I do that, it also can cause, it has the potential to cause more buffering and things like that. So I don't usually change it. I probably should though, because if I change that, chat would come up closer to real time. Fishman, there's a couple of things about the break. You're asking how to watch the recorded version. There's a couple of things to know about it. The first one is that I will upload the recorded version of the break sometime tomorrow, most likely. Sometimes I do it the night, really late at night, but not generally, because I'm usually sorting and getting things in top loaders and all that. So, I mean, it's always within 24 hours, which is, I think, how it's written in the description, but usually it's going to be late afternoon, early evening the following day. I will upload it to the channel. If you're subscribed to the channel, I have been told it gives you some kind of a notification. I don't know how it sends the notification, but some sort of notification when new stuff is uploaded. Now, outside of that, there is another option, but hang on one second because we've got a hit to look at here. This is Chris Sale, numbered to 50 for the Red Sox and the gold parallel. So the other alternative, Fishman, is YouTube will archive a version of this break. So they're going to save it. It's going to, they do something that they call processing. I don't know what that entails. Ramirez refractor for the Indians. But after they do whatever their processing is, you'll be able to view that version, the archive version. Usually, I think that's, you know, a matter of a few hours after the break ends. D.D. Gregorius, numbered to 250, sorry, in the purple parallel. The only difference between what YouTube archives, Chris Bryant refractor for the Cubbies, and what I upload is that I will take the, I just picked up the wrong pile. I'll take the uploaded version and add all the correct tags and titles and date and all that. The YouTube version that's archived, I mean, I don't think it says anything but like live stream or whatever. So that's the deal. So in a few hours, you would be able to go back and watch the one that YouTube has saved as an archived version. Or tomorrow, usually late afternoon, early evening, you'll be able to watch the recorded version. I think probably everybody knows this, but in case you don't, when you are on the YouTube page for Leader of the Pack Breaks, which is my YouTube channel, there are different tabs. There's a tab that says Home. There's a tab that says Videos. There's another tab, and I don't even remember what the other tab says. But if you go to the tab that says Videos, that's where you will find all of the recorded versions. They're all organized by eBay end date. So this one today being the 15th, the one for today would start out with the title of eBay 6/15/18. Dustin Fowler for the A's, and that is the second Dustin Fowler autograph we've pulled tonight. So the A's have got a bookend with Dustin. Tim Beckham refractor for the Orioles. Cornerstones for the Tigers. Rafael Devers, that's Finest First Moments. Finally, we see some orange to 25, Noah Syndergaard and the Mets. And then Joey Gallo is the refractor, base refractor for the Texas Rangers. 2 boxes left, which means we have 4 autographs left to find. Michael, you did miss some Yankees. There have been some Yankees come out. I will, of course, recap the finest break at the end of the break. We'll take a look at all of the numbered cards and all of the autograph cards. So nobody knows the score of my Reds game. I'm guessing, or maybe we lost. You guys just don't want to tell me. That's okay. I'm used to them losing, so. We have not exactly been good for, well, like ever. A's are just cleaning it up tonight. Here's a Matt Olson Cornerstones autograph. And it is also a refractor. You know, many times with Topps, when they autograph one of the inserts, it's a sticker. But that one is on card. So you have a nice Matt Olson to go with your bookends of Dustin Fowler if you have the A's tonight. Santana refractor for the Twins. The Indians to 250, purple parallel with Francisco Mejia, or something sort of similar to that pronunciation. Or maybe not at all similar to that pronunciation. That was a Steven Strasburg refractor for the Nationals. Oh, the Reds lost 3-2. Oh, boo. Oh, well. Oh, well. That's the last score I had seen too, but there was still a little time left when I saw that last score, so I thought, maybe I have a little hope, right? That spring's eternal. Dean says it's better that the A's get some hits than all the hits being the Yankees. I paraphrased that a little bit, but that's basically what he said. Yeah, Michael, you're not kidding. The Yankees were a steal tonight. Pretty much everything was extremely low tonight. I don't know what happened, but Finest sold for, probably 40% less than it normally sells for in a case break. I mean, it basically sold for the price of what a half case should have sold for. Finest First Moment, Clint Frazier. Everything was super, super low tonight. Sometimes you have nights like that. There is Jacob deGrom for the Mets with a refractor. But yeah, Yankees were like half of their normal price. The Angels were a lot lower than normal. A ton of teams sold for $4, $5, $6. I mean, it was crazy low tonight. Woodruff for the Brewers. Brandon Woodruff comes out. Most cases he comes out for the Brewers. Not every case. But I would say out of the 5 cases we've opened, his autograph's probably been in 3 of them. Cabrera refractor for the Tigers. Last box mojo. All right, everybody collectively get your mojo working, and let's try to pull some awesome superfractors or something like that. Pull some fire out of here. Dean says that the socks are always a steal in Finest because there's nothing but firewood in there for his team. Oh man. You know, that's the deal with Finest, is there is not a huge checklist, but the checklist that is there is a good one. So Finest is always kind of a unique break in that sense, that there are some teams that are gonna, you maybe got a shot at 1 or 2 hits and that's it, and then other teams have a shot at considerably more, but if you pull it, it's usually a pretty nice hit. So oh, you've already got the superfractor of Moncada. Okay, well I guess we won't be finding that then, will we? Oh, daggone it. Daggone it, Dean. You took all the wind out of our sails there. That's all right. I'm glad you pulled it somewhere else, though. Fishman says, oh, you've been bidding and you've been getting hit by somebody with auction snipers, been beating you. Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Numbered to 150, Santana, blue parallel for the Brewers. Yeah, for sure, guys. If you don't use it, you should. There is a refractor for the Blue Jays. It is auctionsniper.com, and it will help you win things. Nationals with a nice hit. Finest First Moments, Victor Robles for the Nats. That is, of course, the blue parallel, numbered to 150. So nice little hit there for Washington. And that was another refractor, Franco and the Phillies. There's Benny Baseball on a Cornerstones insert. Ironhead says he's on his 5th Woodruff auto. I'm telling you, he has been coming out. Some of this I know was already in there. I just now looked over and saw it. The chat relay is not that slow, but it is probably, I don't know, 45 seconds, 30 seconds to a minute, maybe behind real time before I see it, before it pops up. Sometimes longer before I see it, depending on what I'm doing. But yes, Ironhead, Woodruff comes out a lot for the Brewers. Dean says some of the Yankees are not good at all. Oh, man. Oh, no. Well, don't say that. No, no, no. Your Yankee hits are good ones. There is Victor again on a Finest First Moments, just a base. Did I say? Yeah, look at that. I let a refractor fly by me, didn't I? And I saw him shining there in the pile. It is Elvis Andreas for the Texas Rangers. Jose Abreu Cornerstones. And the Cardinals with another hit. Cardinals had a nice night as well. With your nice little Harrison Bader rookie refractor. So, here's what's going to happen next. We will recap. That is Fulmer refractor for the Tigers. We're going to recap our numbered cards and our autograph cards out of 2018 Finest. I will then put the spreadsheet information up one more time in case someone wasn't signed on when that went up before the break. That tells you when you can expect your cards to ship and all kinds of other interesting stuff like that. And then Fishman, if you are still here after that, I will pull back up whatever break you missed and show you the cards. You just need to remember to jump into chat towards the end of the recap here and say, hey, I'm still here and this is the break that I want to see, and we'll look at them again for you. Okay? All right, so Ohtani, I'm just looking at these because the Angels are always the most expensive, and you know, if you spend that much money, you deserve to know what you have. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 base Ohtanis, and then the Ohtani Finest First Moments insert. So there, I believe I caught all the Ohtanis. You know, it's possible there's another base card in there somewhere. If there is, you know, obviously you're still going to get it, all the cards ship, but I just try to set those aside. Finest Careers, couple of die cuts for Cal Ripken Jr. and the Orioles. Those are case hits. There's 2 per case, and there are our 2. And, of course, again, there are 10 different of those in that series. So now let's recap our color. Of course, the blue is to 150, purple are to 250, orange are to 25, gold to 50, green to 99. You guys probably all know that by now because Topps always uses those same color configurations, but hey, you never know. Sometimes people do. Yes, Fishman, I will recap that for you. What I just remind me right after, you know, we're finishing this recap. I'm going to put the spreadsheet up and then just say I'm still here or something like that. So, and then that will remind me to do it for sure. Harrison Bader for the Cardinals. Nice little Victor Robles to 150 blue parallel. And there's Woodruff again, which, you know, we were talking about. Kind of shows up like almost every case, virtually every case. Our cornerstones, Matt Olson and the A's. 1 of 2, Dustin Fowler for the A's. Chris Sale, numbered to 50 for the Red Sox. Tyler Mahle for the Cincinnati Reds. Anderson, numbered to 150, blue parallel for the Marlins. There's your Yankee. You got a little Andahar. How about that, right? You like that, don't you? Anderson, Marlins, the regular. Sean Newcomb. I said the regular, but it was still a refractor. Finest Hour, Bo Jackson and the Kansas City Royals. That was a steal. Ryan Mack. Oh, just Ryan Mack for the Rockies. Oh, I wish I had never read that phonetic spelling because it's just messed me all up. Now I can't say his name at all. Numbered to 99, our second Dustin Fowler of the night. Here comes another Cardinal, and that would be Jack Flaherty. And then a Harrison Bader on the insert, on the Finest First Moments insert. So Cardinals and the A's both with multiple hits tonight. Nice hits for the Royals. And actually Marlins had multiple hits tonight too. So several of our teams managed to kind of clean up this evening, right? Scotty, yeah, I can show you the Ohtani refractor. I stacked him in with the refractors, so hang on. These are all just the regular refractors. They're set aside because I have to put them in sleeves, but I do it after the break for the most part. There it is. There's your Ohtani refractor. All right, anybody else have anything else they need to pull out of, they need to see out of there? Ah, Fishman, you're a Steelers and a Reds fan. Oh, sweet, man. I knew there was a reason that I was willing to go back and recap that for you. It's because you're also a Steelers fan and a Reds fan. We are a rare breed. Yeah, we are. All right, let me put up the spreadsheet info again. I promised you guys I was going to do that, so let's take a look here. So again, the first 4 breaks of the night, free shipping breaks. The free shipping stuff is generally going out 6 to 7 days after an auction ends. Occasionally I get it out sooner than that, but plan on Thursday. If you see it go sooner, then so much the better. Paid shipping break tonight, of course, was Finest. Should go out the door on Tuesday. As always, if I can get a paid shipping break out faster than that, I will. Typically, you're going to see a shipping notice the day that I print the label. Well, you're always going to see it the day I print the label. That is typically the day that it will also ship. Sometimes I print labels over the weekend, i.e. late Saturday after the post office is closed, Sunday, whatever. Those obviously don't go out until Monday because the post office would be closed. So, but typically the day you see the shipping notice is the day that it will go, unless it's the weekend. Finally, if you are in one of the first 4 breaks there and you did not pull anything, you didn't pull a card, an item, whatever the case may be, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year, any series. I typically will send that with your next package. When you do pull something, I'll go back and look over a rolling 90-day period, gather up any of those consolation cards that you are due, and they would ship out with your next package that goes out. If you want it sent sooner, you let me know and I'll work it out. It would just be, you know, plain white envelope stamp kind of deal, but we can make it happen. The stuff that is coming up in the days ahead. These are the breaks listed over the course of the next 5 days, and I do list new stuff just about every night, and it will pretty much always run for 5 days because otherwise eBay charges you an extra big fee. So tomorrow night we've got lots of memorabilia in there, mini helmets and baseball or basketball jerseys and football jerseys. We've got some Timeless Treasures basketball, some Gold Standard, those from 2012-13 and 13-14, and then Donruss Optic First Off the Line. On Sunday, we've got a baseball jersey, some 2012 Signature Series baseball, and a half case of Topps Series 2 Jumbo. On Monday, more memorabilia, some 2016 Black Gold, And the last full case I have of Luminance Football. Tuesday, we've got a mini helmet, a three-peat basketball box. Those are cool because they have an autographed jersey, an autographed basketball, and an autographed picture all in the same box, all in one break. And then we also have another case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, as well as an autographed batting helmet. Yeah, that's going to be cool. An autographed full-size batting helmet. And then the last case of Finest Baseball that I have we'll bust into on Tuesday night. Wednesday, there are no new releases coming out Wednesday, so we'll just keep rolling like we had been. There will be an autographed football jersey, an autographed baseball jersey, and a half case of Series 2 Jumbo. Now, I owe someone a recap of 2014 Black Golds because you said you missed it earlier and you don't want to wait to watch the recorded version, so we'll buzz through it here real quickly. I don't normally do this, but because you're also a Reds and a Steelers fan, I'm going to make an exception for you, right? Larry Fitzgerald to 99 for the Cardinals. Again, guys, this broke earlier tonight. This is just 2014 Black Gold, and I just realized I had forgotten and changed the focus back to autofocus, so let me fix that. See, habits. I'm not used to looking at cards after that point. Devontae Adams to 199 for the Packers. Zach Mettenberger to 199 for the Titans. This was a dual card. It's numbered to 25. Texans and Titans. Random.org was used to award it to the Texans. For the Bengals, Giovanni Bernard to 49. Once again, all of these cards we talked about and pointed this out more in the original break, but all of these black gold cards have varying degrees of chipping and wear on their corners and edges, okay? So they're not out of the pack perfect, any of them. Eric Ebron to 25 for the Lions. And this is to 299, A.J. McCarron and the Bengals. Johnny Manziel to 149 with the NFL Shield team symbols. This is an example, you know, you can see it very easily without a sleeve on it. All these corners and edges, all that white and stuff, that's all chipping and wear right out of the pack. That is Richard Sherman to 149 team symbols for the Seahawks. Same deal, pretty much all these with edges and corners that are imperfect out of black gold. And that's going to be true of virtually any black gold you open from virtually any year. They almost all come out looking like that. So, the jersey was Demaryius Thomas for the Broncos. I may as well just run through it all. The jersey was Demaryius Thomas for the Broncos, and the helmet was for the Packers, and it was Paul Hornung. And was there anything else? I think that was it, right? Were you in 13 Playbook, Fishman? Do I need to go over that, or are you good with that? Or anybody else need 13 Playbook while we're recapping? Yes, no, maybe? No? Forever hold your peace. This is like walking down the aisle. If you speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. Well, then I guess that really does have us wrapped up for tonight. So once again, thanks everyone for joining. Appreciate your patience. I know we started a few minutes late due to my wonderful technical snafu with my lovely broadcast software. So thanks everyone for your patience with that as well. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. And yeah, we'll catch you the next time. Bye now.